I'm the MP for Kampa. This morning, I would like to bring your attention to one of the answers given to me by the Finance Minister on my questions on 1MDB. As we know, almost all the questions so far on 1MDB have been rejected. But this one, my questions, I was expecting it to be rejected as well. I asked what are the achievements of 1MDB since it was established in 2009. To achieve the vision of 2020, and whether there's any plan to set up a new 1MDB if 1MDB has been successful in what it was meant to be. In the questions that I was given, the government had claimed 1MDB to be a big success. It claimed that 1MDB was set up to help Malaysia to achieve the per capita income to be twice as high, in the sense that they set up the Dewan Rakyat exchange. Of course, we know this is not the case. It says here, Dewan Rakyat telah dikenal pasti oleh kerajaan Malaysia sebagai early entry point dalam program transformasi ekonomi untuk mencapai lebih 2 kali ganda pendapatan per capita menjelang 2020. And it's also written here that the development value overall is only 40 billion. How can a 40 billion project of Dewan Rakyat exchange increase our per capita income to double? This is an outrageous claim by the government. If it's not fake news, it's also a lie. And then the second achievement that the government claimed to have achieved is the Bandar Malaysia is helping, to provide project perumahan mampu milik. If the government is sincere in providing perumahan mampu milik, we are not going to do it in Bandar Malaysia. We know the whole of Malaysia needs affordable housing, not just Bandar Malaysia. After building all the high-cost high-rise buildings, they allocate a small part of the land. That is not going to help what the Malaysians need. That's also another outrageous claim, and it hasn't happened after 10 years, and the government claimed that they are helping with affordable housing. And now come to the most ridiculous delusion of all. In the third item as the achievement, the government claimed that in sektor tenaga, ia dapat menjimatkan Malaysia sebanyak 200 bilion ringgit untuk tempoh 20 tahun akan datang. 1MDB sebenarnya memainkan peranan penting dalam menyelesaikan perjanjian kuasa berat sebelah yang telah dimeterai sebelum ini. As we all know, we haven't seen any saving in our electric bill. If anything, TNB is making more money than ever, and almost the biggest or the second biggest company in Bursa Malaysia. By buying and selling power plants, EDRA, the government claimed that they saved Malaysians 200 billion ringgit. That's 10 billion a year. And you can see in the following part of the question that EDRA Energy had a value of 9.83 billion, but with a debt of 7.43 billion. How can the government fantasize that by buying and selling power plants at a loss of few billion ringgit that has saved our Malaysians 200 billion ringgit? Clearly, this government is either lying, fantasizing, delusional, and thinking that all the Malaysians are probably equally so, or just totally cannot be bothered. We know that the 1MDB scandal had actually given our Malaysians, our country, a very bad image and reputation abroad. And actually, a lot of companies would not even have anything to do. Banks would not have anything to do with 1MDB. They will not lend any more money to 1MDB. And a lot of investors, because of the corruption scandal, are going to other countries. And at the end, the government say 1MDB telah berjaya membawa masuk pelabur-pelabur domestik dan antarabangsa untuk memacu inisiatif projek pembangunan strategik jangka panjang yang akan memanfaatkan ekonomi negara. We have a government that is totally submerged in its own fantasy. From the answer you can see. I was very surprised that this question was not rejected. And looking at the answer, I was actually even more amazed. The Prime Minister himself or the Finance Minister himself didn't come to the Parliament and boast about the achievement of 1MDB if it's so successful by saving Malaysia 200 billion ringgit, 200 billion ringgit, 20 billion a year. If anything like that can happen, I'm sure many more people would not mind donating a few ringgits to our country, to our Prime Minister in his campaign in this coming election. And I hope all the people can see, all the news media can see, and please don't boast, or you can say, or according to the answer, the 1MDB has saved the government 200 billion, and use that, as an excuse to explain to the whole world there's nothing wrong with this country. But I think the whole world can see, unless you're totally blind, this is not the case. Thank you. Any questions?